Welcome back to the channel. We are in the garden this morning, early on, before the sun comes out, because we have something in the garden that needs our urgent attention. So we've started harvesting the onions, because after we weeded them out, you can see how they started flopping over. Now that's an indication that they're ready. Now we're deciding to harvest them this morning, the whites and the reds, because we're actually due some thunderstorms within the next couple of days, maybe even tonight. And when you're harvesting onions, it's really good to make sure you get them when the soil is dry. It just helps with the curing process for long-term storage, because you're eliminating most of the moisture. So this one's a little bit of a baby, but you can see when the soil's dry, you can just brush it off and get that fresh skin. So I've got the carrier bag. I've already done most of the white ones, and most of the red ones we're just going to pull out because they've gone to seed anyway, and you can't even tell if they've gone floppy or not. So that's the plan. Before it gets too hot, get all the onions in and start preparing them for curing and storage.
So we got some good variation in sizes. I think you've got the best lot out the first time round. Some of them didn't grow quite so well, but
It's okay.
that's okay. So we're going to get the metal racking that we've got, set it up outside and clean these off and just sit them out for the day. It's set to be another scorcher, so it should... hopefully it'll cure them. I don't think it'll cure them fully in 24 hours, but we're going to have to move them inside because we're due the rain. And the moisture will just rot them. So hopefully it'll continue the curing process inside in the cool.
Yeah. Halfway through the whites. So we pulled out the rest of the reds, and then we went on to pull the skins off of them. Now it's time to bag them up before they start getting too hot.
They didn't do as well as the white ones. We noticed quite a few more squishy ones, so we just left them in as mulch. But let's get some bags into this. I mean, some of them are pretty good. First bag of reds.
You look like you've been to a farmer's market.
I have. Edna. Devay. Devay. Come on. There you go. Okay, pretty good.
So that's them all done. With the reds, we've talked all the way through about how a lot of them went to seed. We've separated the ones that didn't go to seed with the ones that did, because, and you can see here, this one went to seed. They won't store the same. They need eating ASAP. So we're gonna cure them anyway, and either eat them as quickly as we possibly can, or chop them up and freeze them, so that way we still get the full harvest. We don't really know what the difference was between the whites and the reds, but obviously we have loads of whites that will do for long-term storage, and the portion of reds for long-term storage is quite minimal. So I don't know if it was environmental or, you know, too much moisture getting in, but we have had to get rid of some. And we'll just have to keep a close eye on these ones, and as soon as we notice any, I think this one has gone as well, as soon as we notice any moisture in them, we have to get rid of them, otherwise they'll just ruin the whole batch.
They'll spoil the rest, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what the patch looks like now. It's looking pretty sparse, and you can see one day or 1 or 2 days tackling the onions, and we're back onto that square that's been taken over in the same amount of time. So all round good harvest. Now we're going to wait till the end of the day to get as much sun as possible, and then put them in our warmest room of the house because we are due rain, and we'll keep you posted on the channel how they go and what we end up doing after this to store them.
So that's pretty much it for the day. The sun's starting to set now, and we're still going to take the onions inside for the night, just as a precautionary measure, because there's not a cloud in the sky, but we do still have a orange weather warning for thunderstorms tomorrow and the day after, and the temperature's set to plummet. So hopefully they can continue to cure indoors. We're gonna potentially get them back out tomorrow if the weather allows, I just wanted to say sorry if the videos are a little bit sporadic. We had every intention of focusing on the bathroom today and getting the sink back in place after 3 days. That's what we was hoping for anyway, but we had to prioritise the onions. So it really is a balancing act between the garden and the house, and we spend too many days inside, we neglect the garden, and vice versa. So it's really just like a true reflection of how things are over here. And it's not always easy, which is why the garden often looks a bit overgrown. But if you've watched this far, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.